we'll knit a simple sock and see how it goes. Here we go. Can we knit socks? Sure. It's a Singer sock book. It's a free download on Machine Knitting ETC. Let's see if we can find an easy one. Okay, let's knit a small 3-ply seamed sock. You can download your own copy of this book from Machine Knitting ETC. I suggest you do. It's awesome. It doesn't matter if you have a Singer or a brother, just not a faff. What do I need to do first? Well, I need to decide what I want to do. I want to just knit normal. So it says cast on 37 stitches. Okay. So if that's 10, that's 20, this would be 30, so 15 and 15 is 30, and then 7, so 32, 34, 36, 37. And I'll move my camera so you can see what I'm doing. If I'm going to knit 37 stitches across for a tiny, teeny little seam sock, I'm going to need some different yarn. We're going to do a sock. Seam sock, 3-ply yarn. We're going to cast on 37 rows. I'm going to do a double E-wrap, so I'm going to use a latch tool. Actually, I'm not going to use a latch tool. Check that. Put the loop on. And we just double E-wrap. Normally you'd have a ribber on here and be able to just rib it, but because I'm doing such a small sock, I'm just going to hand latch tool it. This is a sample sock, so it really makes no sense to go all out for this one. It says 17 rows at tension 3. So tension 3. Make sure that I'm not tangled on my gate pegs. Move this all forward. Okay. I'm going to need to put a cast on comb on this. So I'm going to do that now. Okay. I'm just going to hold on to the cast on comb. Make sure I have tension. Knit 1. Put on 2 claw weights. and then finish knitting my 17 rows, and then I'll come back with my latch tool, and every second stitch will be latched. Okay, this is teeny tiny. Find my latch tool. Okay, I'll be back when I find my latch tool. All right. Now I'm going to use my latch tool and latch it all up. Long process, made a lot quicker with a ribber. If you want to make this even quicker, use elastomeric thread, and then 2x1. So 2 stitches on the machine, 1 stitch off. And it'll go a lot faster. I'll come back when this is all done. All right. Last couple. There is no fast way to do this, other than putting on the ribber. Which, yeah, would take a lot less time. That one. Okay. 1, 2. Looks like that's one. And that's one. There we go. That's it. Make sure this is actually on there. Okay. We are now ready to knit some more. According to our thingamajig here, tension 5 on the carriage, decrease 1 stitch on the machine. So we'll go to this. Actually, we'll take it from the other side. Decrease 1 stitch. Okay, so now we should have an even number, and we do. We're going to knit 15 rows. And then we're going to shape the heels. So 0, 0, 15 rows, tension 5. And I'll come back when that's done. Okay, we're going to knit. Oh, I'm in the wrong. How do we shape the heel? Well, we put the Russell levers each on one. Now we're going to do partial knitting. According to our rules here, put everything that is left of 0 into hold. And then we knit across. And I'll move my carrot. Okay, we're still in partial knitting. We now take number 1 on the right, put it into hold, knit across, into hold, knit across, hold, and we're going to keep doing this until there are only 4 stitches left in hold. I mean, out of hold. Get the idea? So let's repeat. Make sure they're into hold, 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 hold. One more. Okay, now we knit across. Now we're going to start working our way back. So now we take this and we put it in behind. And now we knit across. Okay, so that now goes underneath the carriage side. And we bring this one back into working position on the opposite side of the carriage. So under, back, over. Under, back. If you have an extra claw weight, now's the good time to use it. over, under, back, over, under, back, over, under, back, over, under, back, over, back, under, over, under, back, over. Move your claw weight. Okay. Under, back, over, under, back, over, under, back, over, under, back, over. And now all of these are good to go. So now we will change our settings on our carriage again. So now we put our Russell levers back to 2, and now we're ready to knit across. We are going to be knitting 28 rows, and then we were going to shape the toe. So I will move my my camera again. Row counter to 0, 0, 0. Knit 28 rows. I will come back when those 28 rows are done. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Now we're going to repeat exactly what we did for the heel, and that's for the toe. So these all go back into non-working position. Russell levers to 1, both sides. And now we just do the same short rowing. So just like before, and then across, one underneath, opposite side goes into non-working. See how that went on my weaving? You just got to be careful about that. Okay, so it goes under, opposite side comes out. Goes under, opposite side comes out. Opposite side comes out, and this goes under here, and we knit across. I'll come back when this is done. We're at 4 again. Underneath, push back, knit across. Underneath, push back, move your claw weight, knit across. Okay, just a reminder that now we're working our way backward. Under, back, claw weight, so on the carriage side goes under a needle, opposite the carriage side it goes back into work. Try and make sure you don't get your yarn caught on your weaving knob. some reason I only do that on the left side of the bed. Now, if you're wondering, how do we get this off the machine? The best way to do it is with waste yarn. And then you hand sew the toe together, and you hand sew the side seam. That is the best way I have ever found to get this done. Okay. Put those into 1 and 1, knit across 1 row, and then switch to waste yarn. I'll let you get a closer look here. Okay, so here I still have 36 stitches across, not 36 on either side. I'm going to remove this on waste yarn. Before I disconnect to waste yarn, I'm going to make sure I have a generous yarn tail so that my side seaming doesn't have extra seams or yarn tails to put in. So generous yarn tail. 1, 2, 3. All right, I'm going to go with tension 8. And I'm going to do 10 rows. Tension 10. 2 rows. Now I'm going to latch tool this waste yarn so it doesn't come unraveled. Boop-a-doo. Okay. I'm going to move these all forward. And that's how easy latch tool is. Sorry, but my latch tool keeps getting caught in my camera. If you don't feel secure with all the weight on, take it off. It's not going to hurt you, other than your toes. There you go. just to make sure it's secure. Pulled it through. All right. Take it off of the cast-on comb here. Now we have a nice pretty little sock. I do mean pretty and little. Okay, I'm just going to do a quick side seam and then we'll come back and you guys can take a look at it. So what does it look like? Well, it's a teeny tiny sock. There you go. What's next? A hat, of course.